Living in Wyoming is higher property taxes. Being in the real estate business for almost 20 years, I tell them you get what you pay for. And majority of people living here, it's a lifestyle choice. It's a little bit of everything for everyone. You see why this is a great place to live, work, and play. Today we're gonna take you to Wyoming. Wyoming is one of my favorite suburbs of Cincinnati. Extremely amazing locations, just 15 minutes to downtown Cincinnati. But you need to know, number one reason why people move to Wyoming is the excellence of Wyoming schools. Highly desired schools are attracting family with kids to this very small suburb. It's like 2 miles by 2 miles, and it's very known for its walkability. Not many suburbs in Cincinnati kids walk to school because you just few streets over. Another amazing thing about Wyoming is its community. It's a very tight-knit. So if you decide to purchase property in Wyoming, houses in Wyoming are selling faster than any other suburbs, and typically because it's 2 miles by 2 miles, very limited inventory. Currently in the entire Wyoming we have one house sitting on the market, so if this is where you want to be, good luck. One of locals' favorite spots around Wyoming is Wyoming Golf Club. As you see, absolutely gorgeous golf course for everybody in Wyoming to enjoy. All right, now we're walking downtown Wyoming, which is not truly downtown, it's on Springfield Pike, but you have a lot of small local businesses, yoga studio, great place to grab sandwich bee, and also Wyoming Community Coffee, where a lot of kids will gather right after school just to grab coffee and visit. So what does the real estate in Wyoming looks like? Well, entry level, I would say, to get anything in Wyoming, you're looking almost at $500,000 to get 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom standard family home. You can get something smaller, but it's very difficult to find many homes below $400,000 in Wyoming. What I love about Wyoming, every home is different and unique. This is not a typical subdivision that you might see in Mason or Liberty or Westchester. Wyoming, you have a lot of beautiful Victorian old homes with the front porch that wraps around the house. Yards are more mature. You have a lot of trees around Wyoming, and it's just so beautiful. All these Victorian houses, each of them has a story to tell. So, one thing you may not like about buying home in Wyoming, majority of homes have tendency to be older, which means it's all good because they are beautiful Victorian style home, but being older means a lot of these older homes' basements are not user friendly. They could be block foundation, or the basements have really low ceilings, which me being 5'11", you have to dug in. So it's not a very user-friendly space for kids to put a big media room or bar for entertaining. Something to keep in mind. Secondly, because these homes could have been built in 1890s or 1920s, a lot of these houses may not have garage. As you can see, a lot of people are parking on the street, which you don't see as much in different suburbs. So a lot of street parking because the house may not have garage attached to it like you will see in Mason or Westchester, or the garage could be detached. So 2 things to keep in mind if you move to Wyoming. One of the things many people may complain about living in Wyoming is higher property taxes. Being in the real estate business for almost 20 years, I tell them you get what you pay for. So when it comes to public services such as 911, firefighters, police department, you name it, when you have higher property taxes, services are exceptional. If you have heart attack, 911 squad will show up in your house within 5 minutes. But the money is coming from property taxes. Also, schools in Wyoming are one of the most exceptional schools around Cincinnati. So we are standing in front of Wyoming track and field that hosts many sports: football, soccer, lacrosse, and it's a cowboy spirit here, as you see behind us. The beauty of Wyoming High School, it is a very small size, so the community is very tight. When it comes to the sporting event, it's a very tight community supporting all the local high school sports. So if you like established mature trees, you would love Wyoming. Wyoming is surrounded also with Glendale, with the beautiful Glendale Botanic Garden, and it's very close also to Winton Woods. So if you're an outdoorsy person like me, you will enjoy living in Wyoming because you're very much surrounded with the green space around you. It is very difficult to find a brand new construction in Wyoming, and if you do, the prices are a little steeper. Average buyer gets to Wyoming anywhere from $500 to $750. That's what we see typical home in Wyoming might sell for, but you might get lucky. You might get 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom home below $500, maybe for $380 to $450. But if you're looking at standard 4 bedroom, 2 bathrooms house, you have to almost spend anywhere from $500 to $750 to get in, unless you want to do major renovation, which a lot of people prefer the sake of convenience. Another thing to keep in mind when you live in Wyoming, Wyoming is still surrounded by active railroads. Guess what? If you live closer to the border of Lockland, you may still hear from time to time active trains, and it takes a hot minute to get used to them. And this concludes our tour day Wyoming. As you see, it's absolutely beautiful place to live. It's a very unique suburb of Cincinnati with just 8,000 people living here, but it's a small niche community that is so tight and just a great place to call home. So if you want to explore if Wyoming could be a good place for you to live, let's connect.